Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is Crypto Elite, home to the #1 Theta community. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. And once again, I want to give another shout out to the Crypto Elite NFT. If you're interested, more information is in the description below. All right, guys, in today's video, we are going to be talking about the most recent release on Theta Drop, which is a movable feast. And there's a lot of backstory behind this one. I'm going to talk about that and then the pros and cons and my personal thoughts at the tail end of this video. So let's check out Theta Drop right now at the time of this recording. We can see that the drop is still live. We'll check out the actual drop here in a little bit, but the auction part of the drop is still live. The set quantities are sold out, so it's nice to see another drop is 100% sold out on Theta Drop. And if you're interested in the auctions, you can still place some of your bets. But a lot of people might be interested in who are these the background artists of this, and it's the Sony Entertainment Talent Ventures. So let's dive into this and see what this is all about. Sony Music Entertainment and Pictures Entertainment are teaming to establish a talent-focused ventures, the Sony Entertainment Talent Ventures India. It is a mouthful, but that is what they decided to name it. So the new company will offer Indian actors, musicians, sports persons, gamers, and content creators management, as well as opportunities for co-ventures and various partnerships. So Sony is looking to build on its existing strong footprint in the Indian music division, which is one of the country's leading record companies spanning Bollywood and a couple others, and its screen entertainment offerings, which includes a broadcast division which reaches, and I want to highlight that, 700 million viewers, so almost a billion viewers, a production studio, and a streaming business, Sony LIV. So there is a lot going on behind this Sony Entertainment Talent Ventures. So I did want to cue everyone into exactly what that is. Next, let's go on to this drop. So it happened not too long ago, and we can check out some of the tweets on Twitter. It's a movable feast, works by India's foremost artists to celebrate the 80th birthday, and in collaboration with Sony Entertainment Ventures in India. And there's a lot of original artworks that tells the story of the country, which I do appreciate. The artwork is very nice, and we can check this out as well. Here are all of the artists that have different drops or pieces of artwork on the drop. So I do like that it is a lot of people actually that they integrated into this drop, and the art looks fantastic too. I really do like the way everything looks. And we can check out this last tweet where it says that everything was sold out. So limited edition NFTs from the Sony Entertainment Talent Ventures are sold out. This NFT drop includes over 40 of India's most accomplished and eclectic artists, and we just checked out all of those names a second ago. So that is the overall big picture of what just happened recently. So now let's talk about some of the pros of not only this drop, but the continuing partnership between Sony and Theta and the Sony Entertainment Talent Ventures. There are a lot of good things with Theta moving into India, and I really do like their move because this may be the first step of many to come. I made a video not too long ago where there are a lot of up and coming opportunities for additional bandwidth sharing, and that video is mostly centered on Africa. And like I said, that was specifically for bandwidth sharing, but there's a lot of opportunities for other things like as we see here, artists in Bollywood and so many other things in different regions of the world. And that's one thing I do appreciate about Theta. They don't just focus on the North American region. They also are focusing on India. So let's just look at the population of India right now. And this is something that I do like because the population, as you can see here, the trend is a continuous growth trend. Unlike China, which is the green line over here, it is starting to plateau a little bit because of their one child policy. India did not have that policy, and they are continuing to grow. So that means more and more people, even though it is a small user base of people who are utilizing this technology right now, a small percentage of 1.38 billion is still a lot of people by comparisons to North American standards. And also, not only is the population growing, but the entertainment section is also going to continue to grow with more people. And you can see here, this was a quick comparison between Bollywood, Hollywood, and Chinese cinema, how much each one of these different subsectors make. And it is there's no doubt within anyone's mind that Hollywood is the king right now. As you can see here, just a number for the film industry business overall for Hollywood is $50.9 billion. And of course, it is the biggest. It's global, so everyone tunes into the biggest Hollywood shows out there. Next is China. Even though it might not be as popular, I do have a lot of viewers in North America and the US in particular. Even though we don't really see this side, it is humongous. One, because of the population, and the population now has a little bit more disposable income, so they can tune in to TV and movies and the entire franchise market. And they are number 2 at $12.8 billion. If we scroll down, Bollywood is number 3, and it'll be up and coming as well because that population growth. So this number will continue to grow, as well as the production studios and everything else that can be involved. And that includes the future of Web3, and particularly maybe partnerships with Theta as well. So I do like that this number is currently there and will continue to grow. The other thing that I want to show you is not only the film side, but also the music side. As you can see here, there's exponential growth in music industry as well, and Sony has that music industry side to it. So if they would like to partner with Theta to create something, particularly for India, there is exponential growth in this subsector as well. So even a small fraction of a billion people, if they were to utilize Theta's tech, it would still be very, very successful in my book. So that is another one of the pros. There's a lot of pros, mostly with the population size and just continuing to expand globally. And that is something that I wanted to highlight. But on the downside, I do want to talk about the pros, and I definitely have to talk about some of the cons. For me, NFTs, there are certain things that I'm looking for now, and it is utility. And like I said, as much as I do love this artwork, the artwork is beautiful, but I wish that I could redeem this artwork for the actual canvas or something along those lines. I don't want just a pack of, I hate to say it, but JPEG images. JPEG images don't cut it anymore. So that is why I did not participate in this drop. Like I said, I love the artwork, and I definitely am not speaking down to any one of these artists. The artwork is beautiful, but I think we need to continue to progress past just JPEG images, is my 2 cents on that. So that is one of the downsides to me. I do like that a majority of these are limited edition, so that is a pro, but like I said, there needs to be some sort of utility with these NFTs. The other thing that, once again, one other con, I have to mention the good and I have to mention the bad. If you go to Sony Entertainment Talent Ventures, yes, it's an arm of Sony, which is great, humongous global company, but this arm is one of these smaller arms. As you can see here, and of course, this is just Twitter. This isn't everything about the company. It is new, but it only has 67 followers. And I know a huge majority of these followers came in from the Theta ecosystem after this drop. So that is one of the other cons that I want to talk about. With that being said, the population growth is there, and I know this will continue to grow in the future. So I'm not as concerned about that con as a temporary thing, but I do want to mention some of the pros and some of the cons. But the personal opinions for me, like I said, I am very, very happy with this drop. It is showing continued relations between Sony and Theta, which is something that we want to see. As we know, Sony is one of the content and media partners, as we can see over here. They used them in the past, and I like to see that they are continuing to use them in the present and will continue to use Theta's tech in the future. So I am very, very happy with that drop for those reasons. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.